Peace, family. Before we dive deep, let me ask you something that's going to shake your whole perspective. You think pain stops your progress? You think suffering means you're doing something wrong on your spiritual path? Man, you got it all twisted, and I'm about to flip your entire understanding upside down. Pain isn't your roadblock, it's the sacred fire that heals everything broken inside you. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand why every spiritual teacher who told you to just think positive was keeping you trapped in spiritual bypassing. Let's break this down real deep. Real talk, we've been fed this lie that spiritual growth should feel good all the time. That if you're doing it right, you should be floating in bliss, posting aesthetic meditation photos, and feeling zen 24/7. But that's not awakening, that's spiritual entertainment. Pain ain't your enemy, and I need y'all to understand this on a cellular level. Pain is literally how your soul clears distortion. Think about it like this. Your body has been holding trauma, generational patterns, false beliefs, and energetic debris for years, maybe lifetimes. All that heavy energy you've been carrying, all those false programs running in the background like malware in your consciousness, pain is the divine delete button. But here's where most people get it wrong. They feel the discomfort and think they're failing, think something's broken, think they need to fix it or make it stop. Now, fam, that discomfort is confirmation that the work is working. Now let's talk about that Kundalini fire specifically, because this is where it gets real intense. That Kundalini energy, man, it hurts like nothing you've ever experienced. I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you because spiritual bypassing has done enough damage already. It's burning through old wounds you thought you buried in the depths of your subconscious. It's torching fake beliefs you didn't even know you had running your life. It's dissolving those mimic grids, those artificial patterns that kept you playing small, kept you performing instead of being, kept you seeking validation instead of trusting your own inner knowing. It's raw, it's messy, it's uncomfortable as hell, and sometimes it feels like you're literally losing your mind. But fam, and listen to this carefully, it's healing you at the deepest level possible. It's doing surgery on your soul, and surgery ain't comfortable, but it's necessary. See, most people want transformation without the fire. They want the butterfly without the dissolution in the cocoon. They want the phoenix without the burning. But that's not how consciousness works. That's not how awakening works. I felt this personally, and I'm going to be vulnerable with y'all because this is what real teaching looks like. There were nights I laid in bed feeling like lost versions of myself were literally dying inside me. Old identities, old patterns, old ways of being in the world, they were dissolving, and it felt like death. But while those false selves were dying, my true essence was waking up. That lattice structure, that divine blueprint that's been dormant, was finally activating. My nervous system was rewiring itself to handle higher frequencies of truth, of love, of authentic power. It felt like I was breaking apart piece by piece, like everything I thought I was crumbling. But I wasn't breaking, I was breaking through every limitation I ever accepted as truth. I was breaking through every story that told me I wasn't enough, every belief that kept me small, every program that made me seek outside myself for what was always within. So here's what you gotta do, and this is the practical wisdom that nobody talks about. Embrace that fire. Don't run from it. Don't try to make it pretty. Don't try to Instagram story your way through it. Sit with it. Get intimate with it. Let it show you what it came to reveal. When that pain comes up, instead of reaching for distractions, reach deeper into yourself. Ask it, what are you here to teach me? What are you here to burn away? Meditate with 963 Hertz. That's the frequency of divine connection, of pineal gland activation. Let it activate your Kundalini even deeper. Create space for the energy to move through you instead of getting stuck in resistance. Let the pain purge everything that isn't authentically you. Every mask you've worn, every role you've played to be accepted, every compromise you made with your soul, let it all burn in that sacred fire. Your progress isn't measured by how comfortable you feel. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Your progress is measured by how much of your authentic self you're willing to reclaim from the ashes of who you used to be. Those ashes, they're turning to pure power. They're becoming the foundation for a version of yourself that doesn't need external validation, doesn't need to perform spirituality, doesn't need to convince anyone of anything because your presence speaks louder than any words ever could. This is the real work, fam. This is what they don't teach in those surface-level spiritual programs. This is the path of the spiritual warrior, the one who's willing to face the fire and let it transform them completely. If this resonates with your soul, if you're feeling this energy, drop burn it in the comments right now. Let's torch the distortion together and support each other through this sacred fire. Subscribe if you want more of this raw, unfiltered truth about what the spiritual path really looks like. Your flame's rising and the world needs your authentic light. Let's burn bright together.